Yep, Bodgers. Part, whatever we are at, of the exploring with wish.com, and coming up in tomorrow night's video on Blow and 8 cylinder, you'll get to see me test this little baby out. I think it's £10 from wish.com. It's a light that mounts on top of the GoPro. Wasn't anything like what was in the actual pictures, but it's wish.com, whatever. The whole point of this series is to show you that you can get out, you can explore, you can film things, you can upload to YouTube on a budget. Get out there and get some fresh air in your lungs and learn a little bit about history or whatever it is that you're doing. So, the light. Yeah, not as described. What it did have on the advert was to say that you could just plug a UBC into whatever it is, you know, the old adapter thing, you know, the cable, into this thing, and it would charge up, implying that there was a battery pack already in there, so you could just charge it up and away you go. Not the case, but we'll get to that in a minute. So if you were going to charge it, the USB-C, that's what they're called, USB-C would be here, and then there would be a button here for different settings. I will put the pictures from the ad so you can compare and contrast. But this side, for instance, looks like this here, and in the pictures it looks like this. So nothing like it. And on the back, similar, but it has a switch in this corner, and this is a switch that turns it on and can vary the light on it. And instead of charging packs, what you do have is two AA batteries in here. Still nowhere where you could charge it up, but it does have a mount here, mount on the top, and a mount on the side if you wanted to put other accessories, you know, another microphone or whatever it is that you want on there. Underneath it does have the adapter for I don't know what they're called, but anyway, you know, so you can screw it onto like a little 8mm bolt or whatever it is it goes onto for normal cameras. It is quite bright, but as you will see in the video, which I will link below, where we went round RAF Riccal with Blow and 8 cylinder, and well, I am part of Blow and 8 cylinder as well, so with the channel, I will put a link in below, and you'll see the difference that a cheap Chinese light makes when it's compared to something a little bit more up to the job for YouTube. So I'll put that footage in here as well.
There it is, God, just testing his light.
It's a good silencer here for your car. Oh, we're a bit wet in here.
What can you see?
We can see an awful lot. We can see the bases of the I think the floor, she's a bit wet, I'll tell you that.
Does it light it up? That's the name.
No, she lights her up. We're a crack-a-lacking. And at the far end we've got another conventional entrance, haven't we?
Yeah, it's a double-ended one, this.
Let's just... There we go. That's the difference between wish.com and the proper light. She don't flood much though, she only gets a couple of feet up and then it's...
Yeah, I have seen this one dry. But at the moment it's looking a bit manky.
Bit damp.
Yeah. Oh, nice to see.
In good nick and all, isn't it?
And something
Blown out a bit there at the top.
Something we need to replicate at the museum. You know, with the painting.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to.
Come back with a tape measure.
Yeah, but it would be nice to actually make it as it should be.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it does the job. Like I say, if you're working on a budget and you're going on your explores and things, this gets you started. Yeah, it's 10 quid from wish.com. I'm still not expecting miracles from anything I get from there, but you know, it was secure enough on top of the GoPro. It wasn't wobbling about, wasn't going anywhere. It's quite sturdy, so I'll give it that. But certainly not as described in the advert. Again, I'll intersect pictures and things into there, and you'll be able to see what the difference is. But for 10 quid, it saves you having to carry around a torch. But then I do have the head torch that you can see earlier in this series. If you go back and watch the videos, you'll see that I have a head torch. It's probably just as bright, if not brighter. But yeah, it is what it is. So there we go, folks. Just like everything else in this series, it is what it is. Don't get too excited about these things, but yeah, you'll see in the footage that I put in this, when you compare and contrast this with the one that Adi has, which is a similar size, but yeah, his is a totally different ball game. And I will link to the entire video down in the comments below. If you think of anything else that might be useful for exploring or filming with GoPros, etc., that are on Wish, send me a message through my Facebook page. I'll put a link to that, to the Facebook group for the Bearded Bodger. Send me the link to those things, and I'll take a look if they're any good, or if I think they're any good. I'll certainly put them in the series. So yeah, there we go. Have a great day, Bodgers, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, Bodgers.